Well, I'm really excited to be doing this interview with you. Mercedes Russell has been my teammate for the last 6 months, which has been really awesome because I don't know. I met you a few years ago when you were playing for Southside, and I just felt like I had a connection with you because of Seattle anyway.
Yeah,
but like,
course.
look, I guess for me the most important thing is I want you to know how much you've inspired me this year. I think being your teammate and watching you go about your business, just so cool, calm, collected. But then it's like the professionalism, and you're always there.
Yeah.
You're a great human, and I really respect just the opportunity that I've had to be able to play with you. So thank you for doing this interview with us today.
Yeah,
we get to learn a little bit about you and some insights.
Yeah.
Look, first of all, I want to say I think you've been the MVP of this season, just because you've led our team to number 2 spot. Could have got number 1, but we played pretty bad against Adelaide, but who cares. I think that you've just been the best post in this league this season, and like I've said before, I think post players are the most important. I might be a bit biased.
No, we are.
If you don't have a good post player, you don't win a championship.
Exactly,
that's all I'm saying about that. Look, you landed in Seattle. You've played in Seattle for many years now. What is it like? Why are you so loyal to the Storm?
Yeah, so I've been there for 6 years. I've only played 5 seasons, but I'm just really invested in Seattle's loyalty to women's sports and how they want to grow the league, and they're so player orientated. So it's whatever we want, it's whatever we need. For example, we're having a practice facility open in April this year, which is something that's not normal in the WNBA, and it's just going to be incredible for our whole team, for our whole organization. And so their loyalty, not only to our team, but like every single player, is very inspiring, and it's been amazing for the past 6 seasons, and that's why I've been so loyal to them as they are to me.
So I think as I've watched the organisation grow over the years as well, they've really built a fan base that's so focused. Like Seattle is so Storm-centric.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Like you walk down the street and people are like, "You're a Storm player." And I'm like, "Yeah, I was 25 years ago." Sure I was. But they know, like they understand the Storm and the legacy that the Storm has. So that's pretty incredible that we've been able to, well, you and the girls, everyone's been able to create that. How does that feel? Like I don't think other teams in the WNBA would have that kind of loyal fan base throughout the city. Yeah,
it's amazing. I know they're known as the Storm Crazies, but I mean, their loyalty as well is amazing. Like the support for women's sports in Seattle alone has been phenomenal. And I think every year it just increases. And we obviously love for our fan base to increase year by year, but the support and the energy that they bring every single game is amazing. Like the crowds that we get and just the fan support before the game, after the game, people showing up early, like those little things matter. And as players, like we really notice that. And in Seattle, it's top tier.
Yeah,
for sure.
Absolutely. And then just interaction with sponsors and commercial partners and stuff. Is there a lot of that with the players, or like is it more focused on the on-court stuff during the season? Like,
there definitely is a lot, because we've had so many investors just for alone the practice facility that's millions and millions of dollars. And so just, planning that, and then they had like a pre-launch where it was like they broke the ground and started building, obviously, and now that it's almost finished, like we've been around those people who have invested in our team in women's sports and through the practice facility. So it's like we're getting to meet those people that also support us and the city, and so it's been really cool just to have that engagement, because like you said, it doesn't really happen very often, especially in the WNBA, let alone having our own practice facility solely just for our team. Like no other team will be using it, just us, is incredible.
Yeah, it's remarkable.
Yeah.
There's so many questions I want to ask you on that stuff, because it is, the more you talk about it, the more it's like. So I guess too, a lot of the times too, you see a lot of athletes that they're like, no, I'm not doing that stuff. I'm not gonna, I just need to focus on the basketball and everything. So do you think it's really important that athletes actually give back and really support the people that are supporting you?
Yeah, for sure. Because I think especially in Seattle, so much is being poured into us. Like fans are showing up to events, our games, and it's things that aren't even games, like autograph sessions. Maybe it's like a fan engagement session, just like random things where people show up to see you, and so you just want to give back as much as they're giving to you to create that loyalty, like I said, but also just know that we see your support, we respect it, and we're really thankful for supporting women's basketball, because obviously we've grown so much, I feel like, in the past few years, but like everyone knows, there's so much room for improvement in a lot of areas, and we're going to continue to see that, and hopefully for the future, just paving the path for younger women.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So coming to Seattle, you get to play with like 3 of the best players that have ever played in the WNBA in the world. Jewel Lloyd, Sue Bird, obviously, the GOAT, and Brianna Stewart, who is about to be the GOAT of all GOATs. So how was that, especially early on?
It's been, I can say it's been because I'm still teammates with Jewel, but literally they're 3 of the greatest players that I've ever been teammates with. And that's special to me just because, point guard, Stewie's a can do anything player, and then Jewel is like this incredible athlete. So just having those 3 types of players, especially coming into the league, I was just a sponge, like learning so much from all 3 of them. And obviously I'm still teammates with Jewel now, but I'm so thankful for Sue and Stewie because of their legacy and their impact, not only on the league, but outside of the league has been incredible beyond words. Like Sue, she's probably the smartest player I've ever been teammates with. Literally also one of the best humans in life. I could say that about all 3 of them as well, but then you have Stewie, who's like this complete player that nobody's really seen ever. And she's won every single award, every single championship, and has yet to hit 30 years old. So it's like her 30th is just going to be this year, and it's like, what else can she do at this point?
There's nothing that's going to stop her.
She's amazing. And then obviously Jewel, one of the best elite guards in the league, can literally score on 3 levels of the floor. But like I said, she's also an amazing human. Outside of basketball, one of the most kind, humble individuals that you'll come across. And literally, I respect all 3 of them for that, because it's like, okay, you're this amazing, great basketball player, but like off the court, I can connect with you and we can just chill and vibe, and it's really cool.
That's awesome.
So,
Sue for me, and it's same with Lay to a degree, like having good point guards actually really helps me because they know how to get the best out of people.
I would agree. And especially I think just being a big, like having a great relationship with your point guard is key, because obviously they're going to control the team, they're going to run the tempo, but like having that connection with them will take you far. And it's special just because, Sue is going to be known as the greatest point guard to ever touch the league, possibly, but her IQ in basketball is just like amazing. Like it's beyond elite. And I think, like a lot of times I always think about, like, you remember when Bill Russell, like back in the day, he was like a player coach? I was like, if that was still a thing in our day, like Sue could have easily done that.
She could have.
Extra pass to Bird. Another 3 for Sue Bird.
What traits do you appreciate so obviously you've played over in America, college, Turkey, Europe, and then Australia. What do you appreciate in coaches, number 1, but also in clubs? More so probably outside of America because of those the different experiences.
I would say, I think it just starts with belief, like belief in every single player on the team. Obviously, basketball is a game where you're going to need players at certain times, and it's not just going to be one player. Obviously, you have your stars, but it takes a whole team to win games. So I think just belief, and then bringing the best out of each player, because as you know, basketball has ups and downs. You're not going to have the same day every single day. So I think those are 2 big traits for me personally that just really help you excel.
Okay, so coaches, yes, but what about off court? Like the off court stuff that you get. Like what do you need when you go to a different country, just to feel comfortable?
In other countries?
Yeah.
I think Honestly, it's just building relationships with my teammates personally, because those are the people that I'm going to be with for 6-7 months at a time. So just spending time off the court, whether it's just catching up for lunch or having a coffee, like small little dates like that. Yeah, I think it's important because you're going to be together. You're going to go through that adversity together. So just having relationships will really help with that.
Okay. On court, Slim, you are like, you are who you are. You're gorgeous, and nothing phases you. For me, I love that because I'm the sort of person that's like, rah. and then you're like the opposite. You're just gentle, but then it's like, bam, you just pull out a move and it's so aggressive and it's so, no one can stop you. You did it actually, I think, against Towns, where you just pulled out this like reverse left-handed thing, and I was like, oh my God, she's so good. Where does that come from? Like, it's just the way you play, or is it just your style?
Yeah, I think so. I feel like I've been like that my whole life. Just kind of have like this chill, modest persona to me. And people are like, oh, like she doesn't care. But like in reality, I really do.
You do.
It's just like that's just how my aura is. It's like off the court, on the court, I feel like it's the same. Like I'm pretty low maintenance, really chill. And I don't know, like I've been that literally my whole entire life, and everyone's always like, come on, and I'm like, I'm here, like I'm gonna give my best, I'm gonna go as hard as I can, but I don't know, you want me to like yell and scream, I'm not really that type of player, but
it's all right, there's people around you who'll do that for you. So.
Exactly, like I have teammates that'll do that, so I don't know, it's kind of just been normal for me to be like that.
What motivates you? What is it winning? Is winning a great motivator for you?
Obviously I could say family definitely does. But winning games is always huge, and I think that's always the goal no matter what, because basketball is such an amazing sport. Like you're gonna lose, you're gonna win, but obviously it's a learning experience every time. Winning is always the goal, so I think winning is definitely motivation.
Yeah, for me too.
Yeah.
And family as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first time you played in the WNBL was back in 2019. How do you think the WNBL has evolved since then?
Yeah, I can definitely see growth within the past few years. I actually think I was Southside's first ever import.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, because that was new.
Yeah, so I think, and at that time, I feel like you were only allowed one.
I can't remember. I should remember because I was working for the WNBL.
Yeah, and I was the only one, so I feel like that was the limit. And I think now, obviously, you're seeing more imports in the league, and not only just in the league, but impacting the league, which is great. And I think that's key for the growth of women's sport. And you can see, is what I've noticed over the past few years, is just the competition level has been raised so high. Like you have athletes this year just scoring. And it's been really fun to see. So I think, growth has been pretty good so far in the past few years, because it's been about 3 seasons since I was here. So it's been nice to see.
So the collective bargaining agreement came in, which was like long overdue for, just to make sure that the athletes were getting what they deserved, or it was growing, like there was growth and it was going back to the players. I think, looking forward, we'd love to have more imports. It'd be great not even to have restrictions really, but I think obviously with the cap, it's hard. But you're right. There's no doubt having imports come over here and play and do their thing is it's just going to lift the standard.
Yeah, for sure.
So what is it like playing basketball professionally away from home, away from your family, and away from your normal support systems? What is that like?
It's definitely difficult, I think, for me personally, just because I'm real family orientated. So I'm close with my family. Obviously, I'm in Seattle, but I'm from Oregon, so my family is really close to me. But personally, it's just an adjustment and a lot of sacrifices, because obviously the basketball season is long, so you're missing birthdays, parties, and just random family events. So it's definitely an adjustment period, but once you do it a few years in a row, I think you kind of get used to it. And with this being your job, it's kind of like you get accustomed to it.
Yeah. This is your second time back here in Australia, playing with Southside. What, are we going to see you back again?
Well, I actually had planned on coming back after that season that I had played, but COVID happened and, you know, the world was just frantic. And then I believe you guys had the hub season, right? The next year. So I wasn't able to come back, but I was very excited to come back this year. Obviously, with Cheryl in the relationship I had built with her from previous years, but then also knowing you were going to be on the team and having the opportunity to just be teammates with
Sorry,
you.
I've been so old and I can't do
you've been
anything.
great. You've been great. It's been really fun. But yeah, as far as next season, I'm not sure. I don't try to get too ahead of myself and just make decisions this early. But I mean, if I did come back to the WNBL, I would definitely come back to Southside.
Southside is a good club to play for because she's pretty good, like in terms of knowing what the athletes need. Look, I think everyone can evolve and learn and work through stuff, but I think that the club itself has got real advantages, and now that all of this stuff downstairs has been done.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's the gym, the recovery centre, everything it's incredible. So that's really exciting. And then next year, hopefully, we'll be able to play finals in our own stadium.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
That would be incredible. You've just said you don't want to look too far ahead.
Yeah.
But looking ahead, what are some of your goals? What are some of the things that you want to do in your career? And then after basketball, like what do you think you want to do?
Yeah, so obviously winning is always the bigger picture, winning championships, winning games. I think personally, just as a player, you want to continue to get better in all aspects of the game as much as you can, as long as the game is developing at this rate. Like just improving every single day is important for me as a player and as a big, obviously representing for the big girls.
Yep.
And then personally, I always, for some reason, thought that I wanted to go into coaching after
Well, you're smart.
finishing
That
my
makes
career.
sense. Yeah.
But right now, I don't know. I'm kind of like in between because I just don't know. Like, it's still up in the air. You never know how long you're going to play. Yeah, so I'm not sure, but I would love to obviously stay around the game, stay invested in women's sports, and just help the younger girls who are coming up next.
Yeah.
And be impactful for the future of women's basketball.
Love it.
Yeah.
Well, you've got a very exciting team
Yeah.
lined up for Seattle with Necker and Skylar.
Yeah.
And then obviously all you girls coming back. Are you excited about that?
Yeah, I'm very excited. I think during free agency, we were probably the winners of all of that. But yeah, like you said, just the players that are going to be coming this year with Skylar and NECA, bringing two vets who are very impactful in the league and just all-stars is going to be incredible. And obviously as a team, we really lacked at the point guard position last year.
Right.
So to have Skylar coming into our team, it's going to be incredible. And then adding NECA as well as a big man is going to be so fun to see, and I'm excited. And then obviously we still have Jewel Lloyd, who re-signed with Seattle and remained loyal, which is incredible because everyone was just waiting for her announcement.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be really fun, and I'm really excited for this season coming up.
Yeah, it is going to be fun to watch, and yeah, I can't wait. I think Skylar's going to go nuts in Seattle, and I think just be a great leader for you girls.
Yeah.
So, well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having me. This was awesome.
I'd love to. Yeah, no, I really just wanted to have a chat to you and see how you felt.
This was awesome.
Good.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sitting down with me today. You're, like I said, one of the smartest bigs I've ever played with, if not the smartest big I've ever played with. I've thoroughly enjoyed being your teammate. And yeah, you've got a supporter for life in me. I'm going to be cheering you on wherever you are. And yeah, just it's been really lovely getting to know you and just watch you do your business because it's fun. And yeah, I love playing with you as well. It's fun.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.